needs for today. Let us embark on a journey of inspiration, learning and celebration of the incredible spirit that propels us into the future.
I welcome everyone to the National Youth Day celebration, organized jointly by the Institution Innovation Council and NSS Unit, Srinivas Institute of Technology, Valachal.
Prayer is not asking, it is the lodging of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart.
I now request Devyani and Kavya to lead us in the word of prayer. Thank you, Devyani and Kavya, for leading us. Let us take a moment to remember the words of Andrew Guy, who said, "Welcome anything that comes to you, but do not long for anything else." With that in mind, I am delighted to invite Professor Vijay, IIC members and event coordinator to deliver our welcome address today.
A very good morning to you all. Our respected president of today's function, Dr. Srinivasa Mayadi, the chief guest for today, Dr. Uday Kumar, Professor Rakesh Malya, the NSS coordinator, respected HODs, faculty members, and students. As the saying goes, dare to be free, dare to go as far as your thoughts lead, and dare to carry out that in your life. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the National Youth Day celebration commemorating the 161st birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. The reason we are all here is for this, right? So I had to invite somebody who has read about Swami Vivekananda and somebody who is maybe could enlighten you all. So the person who I have invited is Dr. Uday Kumar MA. He's a distinguished educator, a researcher, and he was born on June 1st, 1960, and he embarked on his illustrious teaching career at Dhawla College, Mudbitri. However, it was his move to the esteemed University College in Bangalore in 1994 that marked the beginning of a transformative journey. Over the course of 4 decades in academia, Dr. Uday Kumar has not only earned academic accolades but also honed his leadership skills in the realm of academic administration. In 2003, his dedication and commitment bore fruit when he was awarded a PhD degree in the Bangalore University for his groundbreaking thesis, a study on women entrepreneurship in Karnataka. This thesis is a testament to his research prowess and set a stage for an impactful career. Now, Dr. Uday Kumar's contributions extend beyond the confines of the classroom. He is a staunch advocate of institution building, and his influence resonated throughout his teaching, administrative acumen, and rigorous research. Throughout his career, he has authored over 35 articles and found home in national and international journals. He's further disseminated this knowledge by presenting over 50 research papers in conferences spanning over a lot of countries, including South Africa, Thailand, Singapore, Netherlands, and Belgium. Now, Dr. Uday Kumar's visionary leadership became evident when he assumed the position of principal at the prestigious University College, Bangalore, in September 2015. Over a remarkable 5-year tenure, he steered the college to new heights of achievement. Under his leadership, the college achieved an A grade from NAC, secured a place in the NRF ranking for the first time in its history, received substantial funding from RUSA, and was recognized as the college with the potential for excellence. He also initiated a free midday meal program for needy students under the CSR schemes, and he oversaw the restoration which I myself have seen of the college's heritage building, and among his other accomplishments is the publishing of 2 books which in the honor of the 150th anniversary. Now, Dr. Uday Kumar is not only a scholar but also a mentor, with almost 8 students pursuing their doctoral studies, one already awarded a PhD degree in Bangalore University. We are very delighted to have such a distinguished individual as our chief guest. On behalf of the Srinivas Institute of Technology, I extend a very wholehearted welcome. Thank you so much. Now, all of you have studied programming languages. In programming language, a variable represents a value that can change, and constants represent values that have been fixed. In organizing events like this, we are the variables, trying our best to make things run as smoothly as possible. However, there's always someone who acts as a constant, guiding us and motivating us to bring us the best in ourselves. This person is humble, supportive, and always ready, helping us to succeed. I extend a very hearty welcome to our beloved Principal, Dr. Srinivas Mayadi, the President of the University. Thank you. I also extend a warm welcome to Professor Rakesh Mallya, the coordinator of the SS unit and SS unit. Thank you, sir, for being here. And we extend a warm welcome to the HODs of various departments, staff, faculty members, and all the students of Srinivas Institute of Technology. Welcome. Thank you again for coming.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful welcome. Flowers are the music of the ground, from earth's lips spoken without sound, says Edwin Cullen. And to show our love, I now request Professor Vivek to florally welcome the resource person for today's program, Dr. Uday Kumar Negi.
Thank you, sir. I've already welcomed.
Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Rakesh Mallya to florally welcome the President of today's inaugural function, Dr. Srinivasa Mayadi, Principal, Srinivas Institute of Technology, Mangalore. Thank you, sir. I would like to florally welcome Professor Vivek and Professor Rakesh Mallya.
Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will never be shorter. Happiness never decreases by being shared.
I request all
Mr. Vivek, Rakesh, and my dear future assistant. Today we are celebrating National Youth Day, commemorating the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. You know, in 1863, January 12th, when a child was born, nobody thought that the whole world in general and India in particular is going to remember that day forever. What made this possible? An ordinary boy like you and me, Narendra Natha, transformed himself as Swami Vivekananda and went on to become a youth icon. Now what made this? Is it the money that he earned? Is it the property that he has acquired? Or is it the designation that he got? None of this. He became what he is, and he became what we remember him for, is because of the knowledge. Because of the transformation that he brought within himself. This is how ordinary becomes extraordinary. Somebody wanted to name a child as Vivekananda. They went to Shivaram Karan and asked, I think you remember. And he said that just name him Viveka, Ananda follows. Because when you have got Viveka, you will be happy. When Sir wanted to have a proper phrase for this address, I suggested Swami Vivekananda as harbinger of happiness and hope for the youth of this country. Youth of this country is looking for happiness and hope. If you are here to make your future hopeful and happier. But the mantra of becoming happy and the way to hope is something which many do not know, including myself. Even although I am retired, I am still a student in search of something. And if it's the minute you stop searching for something in life, I think you are a dead wood. Just like all of us, Vivekananda also, Narendranath also had questions. He had problems. He kept on asking people, have you seen God? Because his father was an attorney who was making quite a lot of money. And when he passed away, his family ended up in a huge burden of debt, which fell on his shoulders. And as you know, when you are doing everything well, when everything is going great, everybody is very close to you and the world is wonderful and beautiful. The minute you come across problems, so you will know, right? So who is your real friend and who is not your real friend. And this is what exactly happened to him. Nobody was able to give an answer. Finally, he went to Dakshineshwar and met Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He did ask, have you seen God? He said, yes. Where is God? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa helped him to see God. And finally, Swami Vivekananda saw God within himself. And that was the game changer. And I think that this is what an inspiration is. I don't want to say what Vivekananda has said. I am only sharing with you what made sense to me after reading Swami Vivekananda and knowing something about him. Because most of the time people, right, say whatever they want to say and just take the name of Swami Vivekananda there. And I don't want to make that mistake. If you want to read Vivekananda's life story. Listen to the speeches that he made when he came back from Chicago, started his journey from Colombo to Almora. There is a complete volume called Colombo to Almora. Read it. Because the way in which it inspired me and the message that I got out of it, you may not get it. You may get something else. We are all different. And difference is bound to be there. Swami Vivekananda said, we are a colonized because you just try to understand the context in which Vivekananda gained prominence. His Chicago address was in 1893. Just imagine, 1893, 130 years before. What was the condition of India? What was the kind of mindset that we Indians had at that point of time? Right? It was the initial days of the national movement, right? It was not even started. Because there was some kind of resentment in the minds of Indians that we are inheriting a great tradition. We have a legacy. But how come we are being ruled by a small nation of the West? When we wanted to have independence, the whites used to say, the European intellect, the British used to say, you are not even a nation. You speak different languages. You have thousands of gods. You have got different food practices. You eat none, right? Your food habits. Nothing is the same from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. From Gujarat to Assam. There is variety. Because their idea of a nation, their idea of somebody, the right to be a country is just like England, is like France or Spain or Portugal, whatsoever, wherein everybody speaks the same language, everybody worships the same God, and everybody is bound by a single string. But India was not like that. It was a different kind of thing. That was the kind of, so we were, it was known to us, we were very clear that we inherit something which is great and greater than the rest, but didn't know how to reply, how to respond to the mighty empire. So please try to understand, you are bound to lose when you fight an enemy, when you make use of his weapon. This is what Swami Vivekananda realized. He just went back to the tradition, the wisdom. Viveka itself is a wisdom, virtuous wisdom, the very meaning of this word. Where did he get the wisdom from? Wisdom from within, the kind of knowledge, tradition that we had. And that did take him to the destiny. The moment he addressed the huge gathering in Chicago as dear brothers and sisters of America, and that was the game changer. Because everybody who came over there had the impression that they were there to give something to the audience. But Vivekananda's approach was something different. We all need to search for something. When you say brothers and sisters, you are not different from them, you are one among them. We need to progress together, we need to search together, we need to change together, we need to create a world which is better for everybody. And that is the kind of approach. He says, right, we all have come to this world, right, to get ourselves, right, to be strong spiritually and physically as well. Right? He says, and he is the one who said, if the destiny of the world, not the country, if the destiny of the world can be changed, and it is only by the younger ones. It is the youth who can change. You know his famous quotation, give me a team of strong, committed youth who have got faith in themselves, I am going to change the world. Look at this. It is true. If you read the history of the contemporary world, a small student movement in Assam led by Praful Kumar Mahanta ended up in forming a government. It might not have lasted forever, but it was able to form a government. There are empty number of stories where youth took up the leadership. They never listened to the old heads. They were guided by their wisdom, their virtues, and they could make a difference. And this is a message. And this is what is actually required. So today we say that India is a country which has got the youth population, which is top in the world, highest youth population. You have got a national youth policy also, right? Brought out by this government. When you look at the age group, yes, so nearly 65% of the population is below the age of 35. Nearly 50% of the population is below the age of 25. Now, if we train these people, and if you are guided by wisdom, virtues, and if you build your career, I think that the destiny of this country is going to change. Now, I talks about building the nation. What is building the nation? Just like the way we build the buildings. How do we build a nation? The first step in building a nation is build your future. If I want to build a future for this country, first thing is I should be a very good teacher. Because I firmly believe, I don't know, but my firm belief is the greatest temples of this country are the classrooms. In case of a classroom, for a teacher, the question doesn't arise whether you are a Hindu, you are a Muslim, you are a Christian, you are a black, you are a white, you are tall, you are short, you are a boy, or you are a girl. For a teacher, you are a student. For a teacher, you are a promising future. You are a teacher, for a teacher, you are somebody who is going to make a difference. Well, I taught in a college which is 155 years old. When I was going through the old records, my goodness, we had great principals. Earlier, in the pre-independence period, one had to be taught in Oxford to be the principal of the university college. So you need to be a great person. You need to be a great person in the sense you need to have a broader vision. The finest university in the world, make it a point to see that people from all over the world, right, are attracted to the campus in the class. Why? Because when you have people from all continents, a student will get to know what is happening in other parts of the world. The ways of life of other parts of the world. By itself, it is an education. Today, that is what Swami Vivekananda said. We were colonized not because British were strong, but we were weak. We have kept ourselves away from our own brothers and sisters. We have closed our eyes and are complaining that it is darkness everywhere. Who is stopping? And we have the arrogance that, right, We are the bachelors in engineering, the masters in engineering. I have a PhD. Now, if I am not able to make a living, hell with my PhD. What is it? What is its value? Right? I just cannot forget one of the incidents in the early days of my teaching career. I gave an assignment in the class. It was basically a problem to work out, maybe from the measures of central data. I was handling statistics at that point of time. And everybody, almost everyone, right, came out with a right answer. But I remember one Mr. Niranjan, who was not very intelligent, because in the list of marks he never figures in the top 10. He came out with the answer which is quite different. I was shocked. And I told him, you explain, why is it? And he was able to explain. He was able to define the method that he has followed. And I thought, that day I decided, no, it is foolish on the part of a teacher to consider somebody as intelligent and somebody as not intelligent. Because everybody is intelligent in their own way. But what are we doing? We are training them just like the lions in the circus. We say, this is right, this is wrong. If at all you have to complete a program, right, tear up those chips and throw it out to the dustbin and say whatever you want to say. How will you begin? Now, don't tread the path. Please. So, are we ready to experiment this? We are not. A teacher is not ready to experiment because, right, he has a fear of failure. Right? I want you to make your teacher's life miserable in the class. Then you are going to be the good student. How? Not by creating noise. Read the text three times, 4 times, 5 times before you come to the class and start asking questions to the teacher. And that would keep alive your teacher also. Otherwise, he is also dead. Right? Whenever we distribute the subjects, allocate the subjects in the beginning of the academic year, right? The most the senior teachers will be very worried because they would take one particular paper, 8 hours, and we have got section A and section B, and those 2 papers, and for both the sections, they are quite same. We have to come out of the comfort zone. I am not blaming anybody, but it's very difficult to walk out of the comfort zone. Ask questions. Right? Make teachers learn. This is what Swami Vivekananda did. Right? He did ask questions. He did tread a new path, and he realized that the power doesn't lie outside, and the power lies within oneself. Most of the time, we never live with ourselves. But who is with you? Your father is with you, your mother is with you, your neighbor is with you, your teacher is with you, your enemy is with you, but you are not within yourself. When did you ever ask a question, then what should I do with my life? Where I want to go? And when I talk to you, I just feel as if, right, I am there. I remember my student days. Because if somebody did, right, influence us, if somebody did, right, taken us to confidence, probably our life would have been something else. Right? The students who are very mischievous, sometimes they come and say, it's good that you scolded me. It is good that you suspended me. I started thinking. I started asking questions. So it is possible. It is within us. We need to search for those. We think that he can help, she can help, my father can help, but nobody will come to your help. I remember the story of one Anand Kamat, who started the Amar Katha series. He had no hope. He went back to Mumbai to start a career, and he was knocking at everybody's door, and no door will open. And he says, finally, I found somebody who came to my rescue. And who was that? It was myself. I should help myself. I was reminded of a story which I listened to, right, recently. Somebody who was involved in the rescue operation was narrating this story. It is not something, right, 160 years ago, it is something that happened recently. When a team of fishermen went out for a fishing, you know how does it happen? They go deep into the sea, it will take weeks together. And somewhere in the middle of the sea, one of the fishermen slipped into, fell down in the middle of the night. So immediately they were not able to make out that somebody has, right? Someone was missing. But they came to know that someone was missing. But the fellow who fell into the sea was not a good swimmer also. Right? He was, you see the fishing vessel, which is quite huge. He was at the bottom of the vessel and he could not be seen. Neither he was able to shout so that it could reach. And he thought that I'm going to die within a few minutes and my end has come. Immediately he thought, why should I die? I should fight. I should not give up the hope. If I die, nobody is going to lose. Only my life is going to come to an end. So therefore, I should fight. Let me see. He kept himself afloat. So a few hours of sailing, he could find the empty water bottles, right, floating in the sea. He just could capture those things, right? Some of the other floating objects, objects which he found in the sea. He kept himself floating till the morning, and in the morning, at the dawn, he could find some vessel moving around, and he could wave his eye, and somebody could save him. Right? He was narrating, the person was narrating a story. How did he feel? So I decided that I should not die, I should fight it out, I should. So look at this. So your mind, if your mind decides, so body naturally follow that. So therefore it is the mind. So people say, right, for me, age is not a question of, right, age is not a question of mind over body. Right? If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. Right? Matter doesn't, in the sense, it is not material, it is the mind. So that is what he says. Yoga and Vedanta. The path of Vedanta and the yoga. This is the greatest wealth that you inherit. Make use of it. Right? Don't live for others. Live for yourself. Because ultimately, it is your life that you need to live. But what is happening? We are trying to make others' life. And we are all living others' life most of the time. I was sharing my experience. Right? I have only son, and I thought that he would take up medicine, right? Be the first doctor in our family. He's going to stay with us and take care of us when we grow old. But he is born into a different world. I realized that it is not fair. I said, no, I'm not ready to become a doctor. No, I'm not interested in that. Finally, he did his engineering, and I thought that, okay, after BE, you do your MTech, can be a teacher somewhere here. I said, no, it's not possible. I wrote already an entrance for IIT, I wrote entrance for NID, he went out. And I thought that he's going to choose a career somewhere around, so that either in Bangalore or Mumbai, so that he can come to us at the weekend at least, or at the month end at least. But he said that to try. He was able to get in there. And so, at a point of time, we decided that it is not fair on anybody's part to burden them with our dreams. To having them here is our dream, it is not his dream. Kids, so children are not our children, they are children, citizens of the world. So that we worry. So we have come to terms with it. Now, if somebody is able to achieve, don't stop them. Look at the kind of atmosphere, kind of time that you are living. People may say so many things, but I think that you are living at the very right time in the history of mankind. If you want to listen to the best lectures in mechanical engineering or electronics, so that is available at your fingertips. And you have access. When we were doing research, we were all searching, running after books, visiting libraries. But no more we have to do that. I can participate in a international seminar by sitting in my reading room. You can find out what is the best institute to do your masters in the whole world. And if you don't have money, the money is not a constraint. But all that you want to do is you have to decide about yourself. That is the only thing that you need to do. So therefore, have faith in yourself. So therefore, knowledge is the highway for liberation. Knowledge is the highway for liberation. At the same time, get connected to society. Talk to the auto fellow. He has something to offer to you. Talk to your domestic help. Talk to your neighbors. Go to the weekly market. Just sit in the bus stand and watch people. It's a wonderful experience to understand people. When you're traveling in train, look at the human faces. Every person and every face is a novel, every face is a story. Learning is everywhere. But don't think that the learning takes place only in case of Srinivas Institute of Technology and only Vivek or Sir is going to teach you. No, it's not like that. We have lessons everywhere. We have lessons in the nature. Go out and see. When you plant, when you put a seed to the ground, the way it grows has a lot of lessons in that. So I think I don't want to go on and on and on, but Vivekananda is the one person who invested his hope and his faith in the youth of this country, because we inherit a stream of knowledge, we inherit a tradition that gives us the ways and means to see ourselves, which the many traditions in the world are not well versed at. So therefore, I will stop it here. I just would like to give you a homework. I thought this homework is not for evaluation and things like that. Neither you have to write for exams. So exams would end once you leave this campus. But once you go out of the campus, every day is an exam. If you fail here, there is a next chance. But if you fail outside, you will never get a second chance. So therefore, what we say is, you may fail in the exam. It is not our wish. But even if you fail, it's not a big thing. But don't fail in life. That is very important. So I was just listening to a TED talk yesterday by one young girl called Surabhi Gautam. All of you will be carrying your mobile phone. Just type it out and listen to that. Earlier we used to punish students for bringing mobile phone, but now we are punishing them for not bringing mobile phone. Look at the change. You listen to Surabhi Gautam. She is just 25, but the kind of achievements that she has done is something which is quite inspiring to all of us. So I think I should stop here. The youth of this country is a huge wealth we need a direction, we need dedication, and we need to commit ourselves to find ourselves, right? Find us within oneself, and that is going to make this nation strong. And that is what I understand out of the message of Swami Vivekananda. And I think that you need to learn, you need to read Vivekananda afresh, because a lot of things are said about Vivekananda which he never said. People want to say something, and that is put out in the name of Swami Vivekananda. So therefore, what Vivekananda said is there out. So please read it, and I wish you all the best. Thank you for making my day a memorable one, because after retirement, so I hardly get time to spend with the younger minds, and this is an occasion. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I request the president of today's function, Dr. Srinivasa Mayadi, Principal, Srinivasa Institute of Technology, Mangaluru, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. Respected Chief Guest and Resource Person of National Youth Day, Professor Uday Kumar, Professor Vivek, Professor Rakesh Mallya, my colleagues and dear students. Our Chief Guest is already briefed about the importance of the day, how Sir Vivekananda has taken the life to succeed, traveling for long distances. But one thing I am observing you, I don't have any work sitting in the stage, just listening to Sir and observing you people. Okay, few people may be busy with some other things, looking at the mobile. That is what the youth are doing now. Even we say that India is a youth country. More than 65% of the people will be youth in India as compared to any other nations. That is the reasons throughout the world, India is called as a youth country. But youth should take the directions from the experienced people when he has spoken very nicely with a very short ways how Swami Vivekananda has led the life. If you sense that, taken that in the right spirits, surely that may help you. Many of you are taken that in the right spirit, only few I say that I am just observing as without mobile I can't able to spend a day. That's totally correct. Okay. Now coming to the National Youth Day, in India it was started celebrating from 1983 onwards. Every year with a national theme. This year the theme was set is the Vikasit Youth Vikasit Bharat. If you become as a wider knowledge, then automatically India will become as a great country. The youth, as Sir was told when he is told, we are learning from the all kind of people. It may be local people or outside local, or it may be outside country. Whoever we meet, we have to accept and we have to learn from them. This is true. But what we do it at present the situations, I am saying that what is applicable to only few of you. We try to distract the other people. But as Sir is also told, all you are intelligent in your field, as I always communicate when I am coming to the classrooms, all the times I am saying that all you are intelligent people. Surely you are intelligent, and Sir also agrees that now I have not discussed anything with him, but when we and intelligent, how to make use of that intelligence is always left to you. You should not use that for distracting you or distracting the other people. Other people may have some different type of problems, health problems, mental problems, or disability, or limited restrictions will be there with their family, whatever that. We have to accept them and we have to learn from them, we have to grow. That's what is to be required. We have to enlarge our knowledge. As sir is told already, Vivekananda sir has find out God lives with himself. Not only with him only, it is with all of us. If we are positive ways, if we start taking it and always takes everything in the positive ways and looking at forward and how can I reach my aim, surely God is lies with you only. But that you have to judge. That's what should be required for the youth. If you have that with you, surely you are going to be a successful people. You can reach whatever the aim you set in your life. And Sir Vivekananda has also told once, I am generally using this in the classrooms and telling to the students, okay, nothing is easy if you are lazy. Nothing is easy if you are lazy. So I always say in the classroom, sir, come out of your laziness, then everything is possible. This is what is to be. Don't take everything is easy. Maybe teasing your friend or teasing some other classmates, getting less marks or failing some subjects or getting good marks, something like that. What are you going to get from that? Nothing. If you have your mind is very large, you have to accept all the things in the life and you have to go ahead. Sir is already told in the classrooms is a great temple. You are going to learn a lot in the classrooms, but at the end he also told that if you are failing the subject, you get one more chance, but failing the life, you will not get one more chance. That you should remember that all the times and contribute, fix your aim and go towards that. There may be a lot of troubles, problems, anything will come. Take it the positive ways and how to reach that, that is with your thinking power. So we have to see that in 2047 India will become as the #1 country in the world. If we want to achieve that, it is possible with the youth generations like you. If you have set your dreams high, surely India become as a #1 country in the world in 2027. I request all of you to contribute for that and see that you are going to live in a developed countries as well as the #1 country. Still we are in a developing country. That we have to be keeping in the mind. For the National Youth Day, we invited Professor Uday Kumar with a very short notice. Professor Vivek has approached him and he has agreed for our invitations and he came here and he inspired all of us with his very nice speech. Sure, I am inspired with his speech and few of the words what I learned from you. Really, it is a great. I hope all of you learned the same thing. We are very grateful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion. Of course, any event organizing is a very difficult task in the college. Along with academics, it should go. People should be aware of that national importance for various days. All that is to be essential nowadays. So Professor Vivek has taken initiatives on that and he has Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge and experience with us. We are grateful for your guidance.
I would now request Dr. Srinivasa Mailadi, the president of today's function, to hand over the memento to the chief guest. Thank you, sir. Social scientists have found that the fastest way to feel happiness is to practice gratitude. Now, I request Professor Rakesh Malla from the Department of Electronics and Communication, Srinivas Institute of Technology, to propose the vote of thanks.
So first of all, I would like to thank presidents of today's function and our principal, Dr. Srinivas Mayadi, for his mindful words, constant support and guidance. Thank you very much, sir. I would like to thank today's chief guest, Dr. Uday Kumar M.A. Ivattur. So his delightful words, encouraging words, insightfulness about Vivekananda, small stories, most of the things were very much encouraging for the youth. So thank you very much for your words, sir. Thank you very much for coming here. And I would like to thank our dynamic professor, Dr. Vivek Vijay Kumar, very active, and he has arranged this program very nicely. So once again, thank you very much. And I would like to thank all the HODs, all the faculties and the technicians and today's youth, students for making this event a grand success. I hope most of you have heard the talk, and as I said, some are a bit busy. But to be honest, time will teach everything when they are supposed to, wake up from inside. That will happen when time comes. At the same time, making this event a grand success to everyone. Thank you very much. Once again.
Thank you, sir. With this, we have come to an end of the formal function. I request Professor Rakesh Malla to please escort the dignitaries of the day.
Thank you, one and all.